Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, I'm sure you have received as many emails on the subject as I have. They have been a very active group, but actually a relatively small group. What this is, when we talk about local control, this is an issue of market share, and that's what's driving it. And it's been driven by the organic industry, that be the organic industry what it may be. The fact is that that's not the major agricultural efforts in the state of Oregon. Full disclosure, I am a farmer. Some of the emails I've got on how we're going to end up sterilizing ground are pure fiction. They have nothing to do with reality, period. There is also an incredible misconception of what GMO actually is. Because if you look at genetically modified, I raise 50 different crops on my farm. They've all been modified in one way or another, and you benefit from it. The sugar-enhanced corn I raised, that's not in this category of GMO, but it's been genetically modified, so we need to make sure what sort of definitions we're talking about. But I will suggest to you that the sweet corn you buy today tastes a whole lot better than the sweet corn you bought 40 years ago. And that's because we have improved the strains over time. My good friend from Ashland, Medford, made a statement that the State Department of Ag is not prepared to deal with this. That's true, but they could get geared up for it. But my question there would be, if a State Department can't deal with all the regulations, because we're dealing with federal regs and compliance, if the State Department of Ag can't do it, how can we expect 36 counties to do it, especially our timber counties that are losing employees all the time? The reality of it is, I sell my ag products in several counties in the state of Oregon. We do direct marketing. So Douglas County sets up a standard, Lane County sets up a standard, Jackson County sets up a standard. How do we know we're complying with the different standards in all the counties? Are we going to have a book that thick of 36 different county standards? It's ridiculous. One standard to comply with federal law is what we need. Now, I'm a local control guy. I truly am. But this is a different issue because we're dealing with the federal government. And to expect the counties to be able to do the compliance, in my mind, is ridiculous. And what we're doing by having potentially 36 different standards is setting up a myriad of lawsuits. It's a lawyer's employment dream. This is the right approach. This is an approach that gives us farmers some certainty going into the future. I urge an aye vote.